must follow the law. The law says...
Glorious. Is it a lawsuit? Probably. Why not?
Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Buckle Up, It's the Law with attorney Larry Foreman. Folks, today we are going to start a new series. We are going to cover Fraser Bohm's preliminary hearing that occurred earlier this year. The transcripts are lengthy. The information is rampant. We need to dive in. We need to learn exactly what happened in that case. Now, at the bottom of each page, you will notice there's a very interesting disclaimer that may raise your eyebrows. The disclaimer states, not for reproduction per government code 69954D. The code does not prohibit reproduction of this transcript. What it prohibits exactly is, quote, any person who has purchased a transcript may, without paying a further fee to the reporter, reproduce a copy or portion thereof as an exhibit pursuant to court order or rule or for internal use, but shall not otherwise provide or sell a copy or copies to any other party or person. That rule is designed to protect the court reporter from having this being disseminated for free without them being paid their just fee. And of course, the fee has been paid. A transcript copy has been collected by Ari and myself, and now we are going to read it for you together. So without further ado, I bring you Ari Jacob. How are you, Ari?
I'm doing great.
You ready to do this?
Let's do it.
This is case number LA100189. The people of the state of California versus Fraser Michael Bohm. This was in Van Nuys, California, recorded on April 28th, 2025 in Department 122 before Honorable Diego Edber, the judge. Court reporter is Dominica Hotchkiss, and this was at 9:36 a.m. local time. The defendant is present, represented by Michael Kraut, and Nathan Bartos is the district attorney. Let's dive into the proceedings. Go ahead, Ari.
The court calls number 2 on calendar. This is Fraser Michael Bohm. May I have appearances of counsel, please?
Michael Kraut on behalf of Mr. Bohm, Your Honor, who is present before the court out on bond. I'm also assisted by a non-lawyer from my office, Leslie Becerra, who will be assisting me during the proceedings.
Good morning to you all.
Good morning.
Nathan Bartos for the people. Mr. Bartos, good morning. Sitting next to me is Roger Elks, and I would ask to designate him my investigating officer for purposes of this hearing. All right, sir, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
The detective will be so designated. Mr. Kraut, sir, does your client waive reading of the complaint and statement of rights?
He does.
Are both parties ready for a preliminary hearing?
We are, with the caveat that 2 witnesses who were refusing to come for both the prosecution and defense are now on their way. We have indicated what we would be asking the court to issue, and they're about 15 minutes away. So I'm not going to ask the court for body attachments at this point. I am not going to ask you for any of them, but I'm going to hold that to see if people come in within the next court 2 hours, then have that issue with the court if need be.
All right, are you ready to proceed?
Yes.
Mr. Bartos?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut and Mr. Bartos, is there a motion to exclude all non-testifying witnesses?
Yes. Yes.
All right, that motion is granted. One moment, please. And I would ask you to, if you can, just look around the courtroom. So if you are a witness in this case, I'm going to ask you step outside. So if you are a witness and you received a subpoena in this case, you have to step outside. All right. And ladies and gentlemen, just as a reminder, please no phones in the courtroom. If we do see anyone with a phone, you're going to be excluded from the remainder of the hearing. We don't want to do that. We want everyone who came to be able to observe. Thank you very much. Mr. Bartos, sir, you may call your first witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. The people call Omar Marino to the stand.
Sir, if I can ask you to stop there and raise your right hand to be sworn in.
Do you solemnly state that the testimony you may give in the cause now pending before the court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. Please be seated in the witness stand. Sir, if you would pull the microphone closer to you and then state and spell your first and last name for the record.
And why don't you do me a favor? If you can't pull it by its base all the way in front of you, you can keep going. Just pull it right in front of you. So thank you, sir. Okay.
My name is Omar Marino, spelled O-M-A-R, last name Marino, M-E-R-I-N-O.
Sir, good morning to you. Mr. Bartos, you may inquire.
Omar Marino, called as a witness by the people of the state of California, was sworn and testified as follows. Have you or someone you love been injured as a result of someone else's negligence? or worse, lost a loved one because of it? I am attorney Larry Foreman, and myself and my team of trial lawyers are ready to help you to get the absolute maximum compensation permissible under the law. We know the system. We understand how to win. Anywhere in the United States, 24 hours a day. 1-844-774-HURT. Call us. We can help. Good morning, sir. I would like to ask you about the events of October 17th of 2023. At around 8:30 p.m. and leading up to that time, were you on Pacific Coast Highway near the Duke's restaurant at Rambla Pacifico here in the county of Los Angeles?
Yes.
And generally, what direction were you traveling?
I was going the 405 to the 110 exit, PCH. Made a right, so I can't recall. We were going toward Nobu.
Sorry, sir. Mr. Marino, can I ask you to pull the mic even closer to you, sir? Just because the acoustics, sir, are bad in this courtroom, and as you can see, there's a lot of people in the courtroom. Thank you, sir. So you said you were heading towards Nobu. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
So that would be northwest on PCH?
Yes.
And which vehicle were you?
An Acura TLX.
And what color is that vehicle?
It's white.
And you had mentioned, quote unquote, we. Was there someone else in the car with you?
Yes, my girlfriend.
And what is her name?
Nicole Taveras.
On your way to Nobu, did something out of the ordinary catch your attention?
We went up to the actual aftermath of the accident before that, or...
So was there a collision that you observed?
Yes, that's correct.
Did you actually see the collision occur?
No.
Can you tell us what you saw when you pulled up?
When I pulled up, we were driving, and as we got closer, I did notice from far away there was something in the middle of the road. So as we got closer, I noticed that it was a vehicle that was like on its side, and then that when I noticed that there was an accident that happened. It looked like something just happened just because we were the second car that pulled up. There was a car on the right that was there before us.
All right. I would like to mark as People's Exhibit 1 a CD that's entitled Maria Ortiz Video.
All right.
Marked for identification, People's Exhibit number 1. And sir, if you give me just a moment, I'm going to call something up on the screen, and I would ask you to take a look and let me know if you recognize what's depicted there. All right, sir, we're at 0 seconds of the video that is called image 3413.mov. Do you see that image that's depicted there?
Yes.
Do you recognize that?
I do. That's the back of our vehicle.
Okay, so this is the vehicle you were driving that evening.
Correct.
And I'm going to hit play on that video. It will be at this point without audio. And if you could just review that, and then I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. Is that okay? So now the video has been played, and Mr. Bartos resumes his questioning. Okay, sir, did you have an opportunity to look at that video?
Yes, I did.
Okay. The vehicle that was initially you identified as your vehicle, did you see where that was parked on the road?
Our vehicle?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So it looked to me like you were kind of slightly over into the median to the street.
Correct.
Does that seem correct?
Correct.
When you first pulled up on the scene, is that where your car was?
Yes.
Were you driving in that? We're going to call that the left lane.
Okay.
Between the two lanes that are going north?
Yes.
Were you in that left lane the whole time?
Yes, I was.
Okay. And the scene that we observed on the screen, did that appear to depict what you saw when you pulled up to the scene?
Yes.
How long did you stay there after you pulled up?
Stayed there probably like about 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
When you were there any emergency personnel that arrived yet?
No.
At some point, did you leave?
Yes.
Okay. When you left, where did you go?
We kept going straight, went around the accident.
So when you say straight, you continued northbound on
That's correct.
PCH?
Correct. Sir, I'm going to ask you one more favor. The young lady sitting who is in front of you is typing everything down, and only one person can speak at once. So I'm just going to ask you to let Mr. Bartos or Mr. Kraut, whenever they're asking you questions, finish the question, just pause for a moment, and then you can respond, and the court would appreciate that. The attorneys are going to let you finish your response before following up. Thank you, sir. Okay. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Mr. Bartos.
Okay, so that evening, did you speak to any sheriffs or any emergency personnel or anyone?
No.
Let's talk about the time leading up to the collision that you came upon. At any period while you were driving on PCH, was there anything that you were aware of that was out of the ordinary besides coming up on that collision?
No, there wasn't.
On the video there, you saw there was a dark BMW on the side of the road. Do you remember seeing that?
Driving up to it, no.
Okay, so do you remember seeing it in the video?
Yes, in the video.
So that vehicle, so we know what we're both talking about.
Uh-huh.
Did you ever see that vehicle prior to coming up to the scene of the collision?
No.
At any time while you were driving on PCH, did your vehicle strike any other vehicle?
No.
At any time while you were on PCH, did your vehicle strike any object or any debris or anything?
No.
And prior to coming up on that collision scene on PCH, did you have any near collisions or any close calls with any other vehicles?
No.
So nothing out of the ordinary until you came upon the collision?
Correct. Nothing.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Mr. Krautzer, cross-examination.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
This is the first time you and I are speaking, correct?
Correct.
I have just a couple of clarifying questions. When you left the scene before, was that still before emergency personnel showed up?
We saw them coming.
Okay. And how did somebody get in touch with you, or did you get in touch with somebody to give a statement?
They got in touch with us.
Okay. So let's just talk about you instead of quote unquote us. Just the way we do things in a courtroom, if you don't mind. Were you coming westbound or north on PCH? Is that how you were going from Santa Monica up the highway?
Correct.
Okay. And had you started somewhere earlier down the road, and had you just gotten onto the highway at the point of the incident?
Can you repeat that again?
Were you driving for a while on PCH?
Yes.
And did you always stay in the lane that is closer to the median, the center median, or the one that's closer to the shoulder?
The median.
Okay. And so we're going to call that the number 1 lane. I think Mr. Bartos called it the left lane. But when you were in that lane and at the stoplight, did you accelerate when it was green to start moving forward?
What do you mean?
Anytime there's a green light, did you then move forward?
Yes.
And in your statements to the police, you indicated that you were driving fairly slow and slower than normal because you weren't familiar with the area, and there were a number of cars that were passing by you, correct?
Correct.
But you indicated that you didn't see anybody honk at all or didn't hear any honking?
No.
Did you see a car veer into your lane and almost hit you at any point?
No.
Later on, you get to the scene and you see my client to the right, Mr. Bohm, being taken out of his vehicle, correct?
Not taken out.
Or he was already out?
They were escorting him to the sidewalk.
How many people?
I think I saw one.
Did you indicate that there were 2 people when you talked to the police?
There was 2 people, I saw one holding him, and later on I saw somebody else kind of in that area too, kind of with him.
Now, I know this took place about a year and a half ago, and obviously your memory changes over time. It's normal. In about a year ago, on March 12, 2024, did you give a statement to Detective Lee from the Sheriff's Department?
Yes.
Okay. Was that in person or on the phone?
In person.
All right. And do you remember telling him that there were 2 guys that were holding the kid and that one of them was calling him mother effer?
I did hear that word.
Was one of the gentlemen who was holding him a Hispanic and one was a white gentleman?
I couldn't tell.
Okay. The one who was swearing at him, was he younger or older of the 2 of them?
I couldn't really tell.
But that person seemed angry?
He did.
Okay. Did you continue to watch the person who was calling my client a mother effer?
No.
And when you saw my client, did he appear that he had been injured and in the accident and unsteady on his feet?
No.
What did you notice?
Saw him on the curve sitting down.
So seated.
Correct.
Got it. So you didn't see any movement of him. You just saw the 2 guys holding him and one yelling at him and calling him a mother effer.
No, it was one person that kind of put him down because I think he wanted to move and held him down.
Okay.
And then through that interaction, I heard the word mother effer.
And then you left and gave a statement later on. Is that correct?
Correct.
Did you see, this is going to be a difficult question to ask, so let me ask it in a backwards way. When the accident happened, did you come right up on the accident right when it happened? Like it had happened and then within a few seconds you were there?
No.
Do you know when it happened or you didn't see any portion of it at all?
I didn't see any of it.
Okay. Did you see the car? I think Mr. Bartos asked you the BMW. Did you see anybody get out of that car at all?
No.
Do you know who the driver was of that car? Did you personally see the driver at all?
No.
Okay. So that BMW that you saw on the side, did that person, when you were making observations and driving, did that person zip around you, speed around you, almost collided with you, anything like that?
No vehicle happened. No vehicle like that happened.
Okay. Thank you. I have nothing further.
Mr. Bartos, sir, anything else?
Okay, just so we're clear, the defense was asking you questions and then they mentioned their client. There's a man seated at the end of counsel table. Do you remember seeing
Yes.
that person that evening?
Yes.
Is that the person that you saw seated on the curb?
Yes.
Your Honor, identifying the defendant for the record.
Yes, and the witness, Mr. Marino, has identified Mr. Bohm, the defendant.
No further questions.
Hold on, sir. Mr. Kraut, sir.
Nothing.
All right, sir. You're excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next witness, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. And the people call Nicole Tavares to the stand.
Ma'am, if you would stop there and raise your right hand, do you solemnly state that the testimony you may give in the cause now pending, therefore this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Thank you. We'll be seated in the witness stand. Ma'am, if you would pull the microphone closer to you and then state and spell your first name, your first and last name for the record.
Nicole Tavares, Nicoletavares.
All right, Ms. Tavares, good morning to you.
Good morning.
I'm going to ask you if you can speak as close to that microphone as possible. That would be great. Also, I'm going to ask you one other favor. The attorneys are going to ask you questions. I'm going to ask you before you respond if you can just briefly pause. The reason I'm saying that is the young lady who is sitting in front of you, the court reporter, can only take down one person at a time, and the attorneys are going to give the courtesy of allowing you to finish your response before they follow up. Thank you very much. Mr. Bartos, you may inquire.
Thank you. This is Nicole Tavares, called as a witness by the people of the state of California, sworn and testified as follows. Good morning, Ms. Tavares. Ari, what did you think of Omar and his testimony?
I thought he was pretty honest, or it seems like he was just a guy that was not really familiar with the roads, going a bit slower to pay attention. I can understand that. That's how I would probably be driving if I was over there.
He kind of sets the scene. I don't think he really provided us with a whole lot of information other than the fact that he was there, he was aware it happened, and then he just kind of left.
I do think he was a good witness to talk about. The witness he's talking about, I believe, is Mr. Calandra, that was yelling MFer to Fraser.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree. That is one thing that we're going to have to see if Mr. Calandra is going to admit when he testifies.
Yeah. Sounds like, by the sound of it, he was really upset at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Folks, I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all learned something. Don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. Don't forget to subscribe to Ari Jacob. Ari, where can my people find you?
I am Little Miss Jacob everywhere, and on YouTube, I am Influences.
Go check her out. Go subscribe to her channel and look out for more content that Ari has for you all. This is a very complicated case. Remember, at the end of the day, we are not trying to prove this kid innocent. This is not Karen Reed, okay? This is an overcharging case where they are charging the kid with murder when all he deserves is 4 counts of manslaughter. That is where we are. So I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, everybody.